Good morning, students. So in our last class we started reading the northern mountains and we covered up to the portion Ladakh. So what do we learn in our first class? About three parallel ranges of Himalayas: the Greater Himalayas or Himadri, Middle Himalayas or Himachal, the Outer Himalayas or Shivalik, and we learn about some of the hill stations and union territories that belongs to this region. Okay, so today we will start from here. Himachal Pradesh. So Himachal Pradesh is an important state of the northern mountains region. So Himachal Pradesh is one of the most important state of the northern mountain region. Himachal Pradesh is particularly famous for hill stations like Simla, Kulu, Manali and Dalhousie. So these hill stations, Simla, Kulu, Manali, Dalhousie, everything is situated in Himachal Pradesh. Now comes to Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand in the northern mountains is known for its rhododendron forest. So what is rhododendron, guys? Rhododendron is a kind of flower that blooms during those August to September period in that region. Okay, so here the meaning is given: rhododendron, a large bush with large flowers which are usually pink, red and purple. Okay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Valley of Flowers, is located here. Valley of Flower is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so you must remember this. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Valley of Flower, is located here. Located where? Located in Uttarakhand. Tourists visit pilgrimage sites such as Hemkund Sahib, Haridwar, Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri and Yamunotri. So these pilgrimage sites, Hemkund Sahib, Haridwar, Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri and Yamunotri are situated here in Uttarakhand. From Gangotri, Ganga has emerged. Okay, from the Gangotri glaciers. Many hill stations like Ranikhet, Nainital, Mussoorie are located in Uttarakhand. So in Uttarakhand, Uttarakhand is famous for its rhododendron forest. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Valley of Flowers, is also located here. Tourists visit pilgrimage spots like Kedarnath, Badrinath, Hemkund Sahib, Haridwar, Gangotri and Yamunotri here. Many hill stations like Ranikhet, Nainital, Mussoorie are also located here. Now comes to Sikkim. Bordered by Bhutan, Tibet, Nepal, Sikkim is a popular tourist destination. The red panda is found in this state. So Sikkim is bordered by Bhutan, Tibet and Nepal. Okay, and red panda is a kind of, the panda family is also found here in this state. Now let us move to Darjeeling. Darjeeling, a hill station in the state of West Bengal. So Darjeeling is present here in our state, West Bengal, the Queen of Hills it is often called. Okay, Darjeeling is a hill station in the state of West Bengal, is also located in the northern mountain regions. Okay, tea is one of the important cash crop of Darjeeling. What is the meaning of cash crops? Tea brings cash to Darjeeling. Okay, tea is one of the most important crops of Darjeeling that they import, that they export to many other states and even to foreign countries. Okay, Darjeeling is famous for its tea. So the largest state in the northeast India is Arunachal Pradesh. It shares international borders with China, Myanmar and Bhutan. So here Arunachal Pradesh, what does it do? It shares an international border with China. Here it is China, Bhutan and Myanmar. Okay. Now comes to the tourist places. Some of the tourist places of Arunachal Pradesh are the Tawang Monastery. What is the tourist places of Arunachal Pradesh? Tawang Monastery and the Namdapa National Park. Okay. Now comes Meghalaya. The northeastern state of Meghalaya, land of the Khasi, Garo, Jayantia hills. So Meghalaya is the land of the Khasi, Garo and Jayantia hills. Shares its international border with Bangladesh. So Meghalaya shares a border, international border with Bangladesh. Mawsynram, a village in Meghalaya, is the wettest place in the world. Why Mawsynram is the wettest place in the world? What is the meaning of wettest place? It receives the largest amount of rainfall, annual rainfall in the world. The world with high annual rainfall. Okay. So Mawsynram is a village in Meghalaya, is the wettest place in the world because of its high annual rainfall. Now let us move to Manipur. Manipur shares its border with Myanmar. So Manipur shares its border with Myanmar. The beautiful Loktak Lake in Manipur is the largest freshwater lake in Northeast India. So what is the largest freshwater lake in Northeast India? That is Loktak Lake. Okay, and that is situated in Manipur. The state of Nagaland. Now let us move to Nagaland. The state of Nagaland shares an international border with Myanmar. So Nagaland also shares a border with Myanmar. So does Manipur. The Naga hill range makes the terrain mountainous and the climate wet and cool. So the mountain ranges here makes the terrain mountainous. So the places are hilly and like that, and the climate is wet and cool. Now let us move to Mizoram. Mizoram, a landlocked state in the northeast. So what is Mizoram? Is a landlocked state. Share its international border with Bangladesh and Myanmar. So Mizoram share its international border with Bangladesh and Myanmar. Mizoram has one of the highest literacy rates in India. So what is the meaning of the word literacy rate? Mizoram has one of the highest literacy rate in India. So as I have also discussed in our online class, literacy rates mean most of the people there is educated. So most of the citizen there has got their basic education. Okay. So with this we complete our chapter, and now let us recapitulate. Okay, so the states and union territories about which we read are Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, and the states are Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Manipur, Nagaland and Mizoram. Okay. The Himalayan ranges are divided into three parts: the Greater Himalayas or Himadri, the Middle Himalayas or Himachal, and the Outer Himalayas or Shivalik. So let us begin. Let us revise the chapter from the beginning once. Okay. So India is the land of the highest mountain ranges, that is Himalayas. Northern mountain stretches from north to the northeast to the Arunachal Pradesh. Then comes the three parallel ranges of northern mountain ranges, that are Greater Himalayas or Himadri, the Middle Himalayas or Himachal, and Outer Himalayas or Shivalik. and the Greater Himalayas has some of the highest mountain ranges of the entire northern mountain ranges. It has got some glaciers, and these glaciers are the source of many important rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, Indus and Brahmaputra. Then comes the vegetation, and we learn about that Kanchenjunga is the highest peak of India and Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. Then Middle Himalayas or Himachal, we learned about its economy depends on its tourism and hill stations. The outer Himalayas ranges are most famous because many of the crops grows here. Then mountain, we learned about Purbanchal range, Patkai, Mismi, Naga, Manipur, Tripura. All of this forms the Purbanchal range, and then we learnt about Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh and so on. Okay, so students, with this we are ending our chapter. We comes to a conclusion, and the study notes, the exercise will be provided in your worksheets and study notes via Google Classroom. Okay students, I hope all of you are doing great during this pandemic situation. Stay safe. Bye.